Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and we're back again here with another game from Major League Wingspan. We are in game number 14 here of the regular season, so we're nearly halfway through our 30. We're going first in this game, hoping to add to the 10 wins that we already have got here. So let's jump and see what we've got in our starting hand for this game. We got a black-headed goal, so okay, this could be an interesting round one. I did have a game, might have actually been the first game in this tournament, where I did have black-headed goal in the starting hand, and I chose not to keep it, so maybe not going to make that same mistake twice here. But to be honest, we don't really have anything else too amazing to be working with anyway. I mean, Spoonbill or the Wetland card, not really a massive fan of these types of brown powers, so tend to stay away from that. What have we got in the tray? Okay, we've got a cowbird. We have got a cowbird, which could be interesting, could be a nice way of getting some free eggs coming through. We need a cup nest, and maybe that's where this shrike thrush comes in. I quite like this bird. I think this can potentially be quite a good one. It does depend on the rerolls, which can help you and can hurt you, so yeah, it can go either way there, but that might be one that we look at playing as well. Right, we'll see what we've got on the bonus cards. Does that make a difference? I think probably not, because I think we'll probably go omnivore either way here. I mean, black-headed gull already hits that, so that's a good one. Red kite, maybe, but it's a bit of a weird one to keep at the start, with no hope of, no plan really of what to play that on top of. So, yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe we just keep these two, play the black-headed gull, pick up the cowbird, and kind of just see where we go. I mean, it's a little bit risky. You sometimes find that actually your opponent doesn't have any food. But normally with Oceania, you want to be taking nectar, and so you can steal nectar, and that is quite fun. So I think, yeah, I think that's enough to work with. So let's lock that in. And as I say, we'll play the black-headed gull. We'll cause a little bit of havoc, do that digging, hopefully get some nice engine birds to build around this black-headed gull in the wetlands. All right, here we go. On to our first turn. We'll see what my opponent's kept. Hopefully lots of food. That's what we like to see. Lots and lots of food, so we're going to be able to steal plenty of that. But first, in order to do that, we've got to play this black-headed gull. So, I've got to think a little bit about which food I spend, which food I keep. And I think I'm going to spend it like this, because I'm thinking there's every chance that I get something else that I might want to play in this wetlands. I might not eat a rat. Either way, we're probably going to steal some nectar, but I think go with that. And yeah, as I say, if we do need to be trying to play this, then we certainly can do that with the food being stolen here. So yeah, that is definitely a better outcome. I was a little bit worried they might go heavy on the cards, not so much on the food, and really try and block this black-headed gull, because it's a tricky bird to play against, but there are techniques, there are approaches to try and yeah, not have your food stolen. One of them is to do that, spend your nectar on two birds, so fair enough. But they didn't take the cowbird, so I'm okay with that. We'll draw it, and I think we will pick this cowbird up, and we can steal. And to be fair, we're kind of getting it the wrong way around here, because we're going to steal non-nectar, and they get to turn it into a nectar, which is good for them. But I think I do need to take this food, so we'll take a worm. And yeah, I would certainly imagine they're going to spend that on playing something, or the nectar at least. And that's not the kind of bird we wanted to reveal. Edwin's gull is really good. So I'm sure I would expect it's quite likely that they're going to go pick that up, especially if they don't have the wetland bird, but who knows? We'll see. If it's there, I'm definitely grabbing it. And indeed it is gone, so yeah, no surprise. Did they spend the nectar again? They did, so this might be a bit of a habit for them. But I think we'll do the same. It's sort of tempting to flip the tray here with the food, given that we do have some, and actually I could spend a seed and get a seed back, so I might just do that, see what we get. And that, I think, was worth it, because we found decent paralegal, so definitely would take that and go off the top. Get a Eurasian coloured dove, which, to be honest, that could also be of interest, depending on how much this shrike thrush wants to do. In this forest, we could be gaining food, gaining some caches there, and then the food that we've gained also tended to points through the tuck, so that might be something. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think I might just want to get these two down. Maybe get these two down, take food, and then go back to digging. I think that could work. I do want to make sure I'm gaining food and stealing food off them where possible. But I also want to be able to react and kind of make sure that I'm ready to get this cowbird down if needed. They do know I've got it, so that might change their approach a little bit. But yeah, honestly, I don't know too much about what's in their hand. I know, of course, about the Edwin skull, but there's a lot of mystery in that hand, so they could well have some kind of egg generator that doesn't go in the grasses and mean they can get eggs elsewhere. But for now, Edwin skull going down, which I think makes sense. And okay, I think in that case, I mean, this is probably a good time to steal the rat because there's no nectar for them to turn it into something else. So I think we're going to do just that. And I think we're going to keep spending food because it worked out. It worked out last time, so this time I think we could spend the worm and steal a rat. So let's see what we get this time. Okay. Is any of that interesting? Tui can sometimes be interesting. Maybe this meadowlark could be something. Kind of annoying that they have got the crown nest as well, but that will certainly help out in terms of the eggs. I mean, maybe gnatcatcher. Is there a world in which we can get something going in the forest and then use that for the extra food there? I don't know. I'm not fully convinced by that. So let's go one off the top. And that was the correct decision because rough is top tier. So that was a good find. Yeah, I'm not convinced about this meadowlark. I'm not convinced. I think this round probably prioritised getting the rough down, so we will draw again, and I'm absolutely glad I did. So okay, this game suddenly got a whole lot more interesting and a whole lot more exciting. You can probably tell by the look on my face. Moltoni, yeah, we're gonna have a good time here. So okay. Can see the cogs turning. It's all planning out in my head now. We could do strike thrush, take food, play Moltoni, lay eggs. And then get the rough down, and we've got 3 cards for tucking, so yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do that. Not too much thinking to do, just check the tray. Nothing, yeah, too amazing there. So, all right, this is good. This is good, and we have got a good setup, I think, for Moltoni, because rough goes really well with it. We're going to be good on food, hopefully, with a combination of the shrike thrush and the black-headed gull. And bonus points, we could maybe even grab the meadowlark using the rough, and meadowlark is really good with Moltoni, so we're going to have a good time there. But for now, we're going to take some food. We're going to get lots of nectar, which is just what we want. Shrike thrush reroll. Kind of to be expected. I do really like the shrike thrush. I think it is a fun bird to play with. It's frustrating. You get many situations like that, which you kind of don't want to be dealing with, but won't worry too much about that. We'll get Moltoni into the game now, and yeah, lay eggs, play the rough, and have a great time. So, qualify for the end of round. Probably won't win it. I'm sort of expecting they'll play a grass and bird and lay eggs, or maybe just lay eggs. We'll see. But the main thing is being able to get this rough down for a good synergy, and omnivore as well, I should say. So a couple more points there. But yeah, I think all 3 of these birds. There's potential for something like a bobolink later. There's potential this cowbird could still be useful. There's potential that this collar dove could be useful, but I think right now they all get tucked under the rough. Obviously going to keep Eastern Imperial Eagle up our sleeve for later. And as I say, I think we could look at grabbing the meadowlark. Maybe that Tui might be something if my opponent wants to play some stronger forest brown powers. But even just copying that gnatcatcher isn't too bad. But yeah, otherwise I think we'll go up to the top of the deck, kind of right onto our final turn of the round here. A red-headed woodpecker. Gotta be honest, don't really see that bird play too much on Oceania, but it is a grasser bird, and they are going to lay eggs, so they will win the end round. But does not matter to me, as I say, still lay eggs here. Yeah, get this rough done, and having the perfect number of cards is nice. I wouldn't mind having a card or 2 extra. Just so I could maybe keep something like this bobbling, but I'm being fussy there, so yeah, they did lay eggs, no surprise. We'll get the rough down, and I think we're going to put it in the grasslands here. I think that's the right approach. Because we are going to want to draw cards quite a lot, and pushing out this Grasslands, I don't know, maybe actually, if I'm going to play the Rough, and I know I want to play the Meadowlark, and then maybe play this Eastern Imperial League as well, maybe actually I want to put this in the Wetlands. That might be more sensible. And save the Grassland spots, because it's so easy to fall in a trap where you run out of Grassland spots and can't play Eastern Imperial League, so don't want to do that. Yeah, let's get the Rough done and maybe help with the card draw early in this game. So let's do our tucks. I think these three can go, and yeah, we'll go off the top. That's certainly not a bad one. Bruce Blackbird hitting the Omnivore as well. And yeah, Tui's tempting. I think we're going to need something a little bit cheaper though, so that'll do just the job. And let's take this, yeah, Western Medlux. I think that'll be potentially a good one. So nice pickups there. Definitely going to help us through the rest of this game. So lost it in around, a little bit of shame. Coming into round 2, pretty nice tray. Pretty nice tray. So yeah, looks like my opponent did go draw cards, although I think they wiped the tray actually, so clearly they didn't think it was that nice. I thought that was quite a nice looking tray, but those cards are gone now. Maybe they just want to spend their food so that I don't steal it, and do you know what? I respect that. I do respect that, so completely understandable. But I think, yeah, in that case, I'll probably take food, just bide my time a little bit. And let them, because they're going to have to take food at some point. Wait until they take food, then I can draw cards. I can really time that. There's nothing in the tray really that jumps out at me as being super duper amazing. So let's take food, get some nectar as we want, and please give me some rats. You're not getting the memo here. Shrek Thresh, need to do better. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, but I think yeah, I think I'd like to play the Meadowlark. I don't know. It might be risky giving away eggs. They've not got loads of ground nest space for now. They might find more. There we go. They have taken food now. So this is the perfect time to go and draw cards and steal that nectar that they then can't replace. So we'll do that. And yeah, Hawfinch. Hawfinch is sort of tempting. I've already got this, which is kind of on par. Cuckoo's also sort of tempting with the Omnivore. And Tawny Frogmouth is a solid point scorer, but I think we'll go one off the top. Get another Omnivore bird, so Australian Ibis. Okay. Can definitely make that work. Can definitely make that work as well. So let's steal the old nectar. And yeah, I think we could look at getting this into Grasslands and maybe build something pretty strong here with maybe the Meadowlark, maybe even this Blackbird. But again, I can't fill up all these Grassland spots. I need space for the old Eastern Imperial Eagle at some point, so got to think about that. But yeah, this will help. Just laying eggs, getting more cards to cycle with the Rough. Late game, if I'm just drawing cards and they're just getting tucked, that's also fine. So I'm taking even more food. It's tempting to go and yeah, draw cards again and steal again. Because I think, to be honest, I probably will need more cards. Just think about the rest of this round. 5 turns left. Always plan your turns out on Martoni. I'm going to need to play a bird, going to need to lay eggs. That gives me 3 extra turns. I'll probably need to take food again. And then I can lay eggs one of those turns. So I think probably... yeah, maybe am I going to play... Maybe I do want to lay eggs the extra turn, actually, because of this end of round. That might be something to consider. So, yeah, what I could do is play... I could play Meadowlark, lay eggs... I think I do need extra cards, this is the thing. So let's go and draw cards. Let's go and draw cards. I think it makes sense to go and do that now. So Kelp Girl's quite an interesting one. We had the food. I'm still sort of tempted by this Cuckoo, just because it does say Omnivore. And there is potential that they'll want to lay eggs. Especially if I do steer away from this Meadowlark, which I think now I've got this Bruised Blackbird, I probably will. But I think I'm going to leave it, and it might be one that I can pick up with the Rough at the round end. So let's just be patient on that for now. But yeah, I think what we can do is we can play Blackbird, We can lay eggs. We can play the woodpecker and take food. Can we lay eggs again? Gotta work out what I want to play with the Moltoni, because that's going to be key. Make sure I've got enough food for that. But I think it's important to get a bird down now before I lay eggs, because otherwise, if I play something else, say I played this woodpecker in the forest, took food, I've then not got any eggs, so I have to lay eggs, and I'm not getting the benefit of something like this blackbird. But maybe it's better to play the ibis. Okay, they've gone robin, so yeah, they're going heavy on the eggs in the forest, and the food generation, which I think does make sense. So yeah, maybe we could play the ibis, and actually maybe the extra card would help. Play ibis, lay eggs. Play woodpecker, lay eggs. Does that work? I don't think my opponent wants to lay eggs 3 times here and get so many eggs in the forest. So that might be a way of cementing. Because if I play the blackbird and if I lay eggs twice, don't think I've got enough cards to necessarily do that. Which would mean doing some skipping. Could still play the meadowlark. Is that still worth it? Tricky one. I think I'm going to get this ibis down. I think does that make sense? I'm still going to have to take another turn to gain food. I think it's the thing. So actually, let's play this. Let's play this blackbird. I think that's better. And I think we can make this work. So yeah, if we lay eggs, I think let's forget about the send around. I think I'm thinking too much about it. I think we can lay eggs, play the woodpecker, take food, and then we can play the ibis with that extra food. So I think that makes sense. Get the birds down, get the engine going more quickly. Because yeah, they're probably going to play grass and bird here and lay eggs, if I had to guess. And then get to 3 eggs. I suppose we could see, right? We can lay eggs. We could just lay eggs, draw cards, lay eggs. If that helps the end of round. Kind of wait and see on that, but yeah, I think this shell duck can most certainly go. And yeah, if we're playing 2 more birds, we're clearing out 2 eggs, so that's fine. Right, what are they doing? Thecla's Lark. Yeah, that wasn't not on my list of birds that I thought they would play. But okay, so they can get to 4 eggs, and actually they will, because they want to throw this nectar. So they'll get to 3 actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, only 3 eggs. I could play a bird and lay eggs. I'm then massively gambling, unless I want to play an early Eastern Imperial Eagle, which would be a vibe. I would be kind of gambling that something comes up, but maybe that's worth it. Play woodpecker, lay eggs. I think either way, I have to play this. So let's play it. And yeah, I think it's fine to use the nectar, so we'll do that. And we'll see, because yeah, there could be a world. There could be a world in which it's better to get this down. I would be sacrificing all of the cards in my hand, which would be a bold move, a bold decision. I'd say potentially one that could be worth it. So they have laid eggs, and yeah, they did spend the next. They're on 3. Oh, it would be an end of round goal swing. This ibis could potentially be quite useful. They have still got some food, so actually if I do draw cards first turn next round, then that's fine. I think this ibis is too good. I think this this ibis is too good. So I'm not gonna get sidetracked. We are gonna take food. And the other thing I'm thinking is that this is a really good multi play at the end of the game because you can keep the 3 cards, you cycle them with the rough, and then you tuck them under the eagle, so you get some efficiency gains there. So let's take this food, and we're going to take here as well because we want as much as possible going into next round. And hopefully, there we go, we get a rat, and I think we're going to keep that. Because again, useful for later, and we probably can always turn that into eggs as well if needed. So rough tucks first. I think these 3 can go. Yeah, with the thing is with Thecla's like they're going to be laying eggs less, so I don't think cuckoo is going to be the way. This frogmouth could be interesting, but I think we're going to leave it. And all right, Moltoni time. So let's get this ibis in play, and yeah, we're going to stick this in the grasslands because I think that's where it's going to work really, really well for us. So losing the end around goal intentionally, we'll see if that harms us later on in this game. But for now, into round number 3, yeah, lots of points on the board. We're looking alright for this end around goal as well, so hopefully he can do something there. For now, let's draw some cards, and actually I think we probably will throw the egg anyway, but oyster catcher might be useful. Kind of want another grassland bird here. Because at the moment, yeah, would just like to build that out a little bit more. So let's take. You want to take the worm? Yeah, I think let's take the worm. And they will get to turn that into a nectar, but so be it. And yeah, do we just go and lay some eggs now and see what this ibis can find? It is 4 points each grassland cycle, so. It's definitely a strong turn, which could be quite nice. They are still digging, so this is kind of reassuring. It's kind of reassuring that they're not finding great stuff. I mean, I think that blackbird will be quite nice for them. Lyrebird maybe could be something I look at for copying this European robin. But yeah, they are digging and they are spending food to help with that digging, so that's definitely noticeable. As I say, reassuring. If you're having to do that still in round 3, I am A-okay with that. So, yeah, blackbird gets picked up. Don't think that's too big of a surprise. And yeah, say lyrebird might tempt me. Oh, fishcrow does tempt me as well. Okay, that could be my grassland sorted then. Wow, didn't even realise we got 8 for omnivore already. Well, with fishcrow and lyrebirds, we could be on for even bigger score there. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense to do that. So let's pick up these 2. We can steal food again. I know we're still giving them nectar, but I think that's fine. The birds that I want. And yeah, I can always. Again, throw these for extra food, which I need, throw them for extra eggs, which I might need in the short term, but I think we take food, we lay eggs, we play fishcrow, and lay eggs again, and then play the lyrebird as the bonus play. I think that makes sense. If I can grab horned owl, maybe even mallefowl, to be honest, we'll just go all in on the omnivore. Grab those with the rough. I think that would be the aim, but yeah, I'm liking the position we're in. I think we're in a good position. Shame about the horned owl, but I shouldn't have mentioned it. Tempting fate, but they're still drawing. Didn't want to play the blackbird, so maybe that's going to go in the grasslands for some late game egg spam. Remains to be seen. But yeah, I think unless like Benelli pops up, I think we've got enough to be getting on with in terms of getting these birds down. And yeah, food costs to play birds. I'm hoping we can challenge on that. Maybe actually we could even, if we took food and laid eggs, we could play 2 birds. We could play fishcrow and lyrebird, and then play another bird. Maybe oyster catcher. I don't think that would be too bad of an idea. So let's get rid of this chimney swift because you're never going to be useful. I was kind of hoping for some more nectar, but the worms will help with the lyrebird and maybe the oyster catcher, so I'm sort of fine with that. Let's take this. And no rats yet again. Rats. Shrike Thrush doing no favours. But okay. Yeah, I think with the end of round goal, because if I just did Fish Crow Lyrebird, they'd only need to play 7 food costs worth of birds, and 1 turn gaining food for them does get them a lot of food. Yeah, exactly 7, so they might be able to match that. So I've got to watch out, got to be careful. But yeah, I think we do legs in. I think we do discard some cards in doing so. Because yeah, if we did Fish Crow Lyrebirds, Oyster Catcher, we do have the food. I think just about to play all of those if we need to. So let's get rid of excess cards, and we can always see what this Ibis gives us. Okay, well, we'll keep because it's going to get tucked onto the rough, or actually, I suppose, get tucked onto this blackbird. So that's fine by me. That is fine by me. And yeah, I think let's play the Fish Crow. So I definitely want to play that. It's going to be helpful for Omnivore. Maybe get 1 or 2 nectar in that last round just to help play some of these birds. Although if we are playing Eastern Pure Legal, we're not going to need a ton of food. So probably alright on that front. Okay, yeah, Great Horned Owl go down. So that is a lot of food. Yeah, I think they're pushing on this end around, which I think for me says play the extra birds. Play the extra birds because they're good anyway. So let's do Fish Crow for now. So yeah, really kind of accidentally going all in on this Omnivore. Definitely wasn't intentional, but is working out a treat because we're getting loads of points. And yeah, Lyrebird, we're going to get more. It's very tempted to pick up that Malafell, but we haven't got loads. I suppose with the... Yeah, maybe I take that back. If we're going to go Oyster Catcher and Lyrebird, Malafell is the 5th ground nest, so it gets 5 eggs and 2 more from Omnivore. So it's potentially 9-point bird, which is very, very powerful. Okay, Magpie Lark going down. They still have 3 food to go. Let's play this Oyster Catcher. Let's play this Oyster Catcher and see what is it going to get for us. So yeah, we've got the eggs to spare. What are we going to find? Okay. I mean, that Peaceful Dove might be useful for them, but this Rufous Owl is staring straight at me as a nice big point bird that I probably don't want to give away. So yeah, Robin. American Robin feels too late, so I would guess they might keep the dove. Because to be honest, play that in your forest. Not a bad option, but they have got this Grasslands with the Theckless Lark. They might want to make use of that, so I certainly wouldn't judge them if that's their preference. But okay, I think we're good on this end around. So yeah, giving us Peaceful Dove. Which will probably get tucked, because yeah, Grebe, Tern, and Dove, I think they will go. That works for me. What did they do? Played Redwing Blackbird, so yeah, tie on the end around, which I think if we hadn't played the Oyster Catcher, we probably still would have been fine, but better safe than sorry, and it will have been a good play. So let's do some tucking, let's do some drawing, and we are. I think we're going to pick up this Malafell. I think this is worth it. To be honest, this might be worth playing now, given that we are actually winning the centre round anyway. Play that over the Lyrebird, which is only going to get 1 use. It's going to get 1 extra food versus this Malafell, which is going to get a whole host of eggs. I definitely like that. Malafell. So yeah, let's get you in the game. Let's think about this last end around goal. You've only got 1 cavity nest. I've only got 1 as well, which is maybe where this could come in handy. I think I can probably set it up so that I'm taking or getting this down before I take food if I need to. Because, yeah, this would be good for that, but we might find something better. I think this Malafaux is going to be a good play going forward. So, yeah, win the end-of-round goal. Very nice stuff. We come into this final round, and I think we've got enough. I think we've got enough to be doing. Just a question of how many birds I can play. How many birds I want to play. That snowy owl would be nice. They're still drawing. They're still drawing. But yeah, that snowy owl will help them. Okay, do we... I think maybe we just lay eggs now. They have got a seed, and I probably would like to draw cards while they've got that. So maybe I do draw cards now. But I would like to see what this ibis gets as well. I think in terms of food, we're probably fine because we're playing this lyrebird, this eagle, and maybe the lyrebird, and maybe the owl. So it's be 6 food at most. With the fish crow and with the forest, we'll be fine. So I think we could spend a worm here to reset, and that was potentially worth it because night heron is a nice big pointer. Raven's obviously good, but we've got no room for it with the obvious Eastern Prelegal play. So I think do I still block it? Nah, I don't think I do. Oh, actually, I might block this Malak in because that's a good one. Good synergy with that Magpie Lark. So let's not give them that. Don't think I need to spend. I need to spend the egg here. It's another good question. Full of so many good questions here. I think we don't. I think we don't. Because I want to make sure I'm not left with extra cards. Wow, Galar and Raven. That would be an amazing round 1 tray, but yeah, a bit late for those birds now. So, okay. So they're going to want to get the snowy owl down. I think they want to lay eggs. Make the most of this grasslands with the blackbird with the lark. So they'll definitely be doing that. And yeah, I think there's maybe a world in which we do want to get extra birds down. Thing is, this grasslands, if I'm skipping the fish crow, this is a 7-point grasslands. So any bird I play has to be worth more than that. And right now, it's only the night heron that comes close to that. I could lay eggs, and then if maybe playing this lyrebird is good for the end of round, I can see a world in which I'd want to lay eggs, play, I suppose even the rufous owl, play one of these, and then lay eggs again. But then that means I can't get the night heron down. And so I'm costing myself points there. I think either way we lay eggs here. And I think we can. We throw a card. Oh, so many decisions to make. This is I feel like I might be making this harder than I need to. I'm only going to play 2 birds. I've got these 3 spare. Yeah, I suppose it does depend on the ibis. I think let's keep the card for now. Let's keep the card for now. I suppose actually, yeah, the lyrebird is better than the owl because it gets another Malafaux leg. Let's remember that. Let's think about that. Because that is important. Oh, and actually, we probably will need to lay eggs extra times because we're not going to have enough eggs to do everything anyway. So let's also think about that. Because yeah, if we use the fish crow here, we would have to we'd have to discard the card and then not use the fish crow if we're going to play the extra birds. And then we're sort of relying on the bird feeder to play ball, which is always risky. So I think let's play it safe. And I think that means actually we can discard food here, extra eggs. So let's do that. Take nectar. I think we're getting spanked in all the nectar, but let's take nectar anyway because I think it might be needed. You can get tucked. And you can get tucked. So, okay. I think now we take food. And then we make a judgment call. Black Noddy. Okay, so now what? Oh, they're probably going to play... Oh, no, I was going to say they're going to play the with the magpie luck. Play the owl. I mean, they got a legs. Okay, so they can't get to 2 birds. They can't get to 2 birds this end around because they'd have to lay eggs and then play another bird and then legs. They only got 2 turns. So I can win this end around by playing the light bird, so I think that's what we do. So let's take food, and I suppose... No, I was going to say, can I... I suppose if I spend a nectar to reset the feeder and then 3 nectar come up, I can tie. I think that's worth doing. Oh, there we go. Accidental or late thinking big brain play, and actually let's really be big brain about it and actually keep the keep the food in the feeder so we can cash here, which we do want to do. So yeah, we get a cache here. 2 caches on the strike thrush, so it's finally coming through. It's finally coming through, which is great. So that was a good turn. That was a good turn. That was three caches, and because we managed to spend the nectar, we're actually going to get tie in that nectar battle now because we're going to be able to spend 3 nectar playing the lyrebird, and then lay eggs on it. So. That's worked out well. One thing I have realised, however, we're not going to get the Malifaux egg because I have to lay an egg on this, and so we're not going to get the Malifaux egg. So I could just play the Rufus Owl. What do? They laid eggs. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I think they need to use this Magpie Luck. So okay. So now we play. I think we play Lyrebird just because I want the Omnivore points. I want to flex a little bit on this Omnivore. So we do that. We lay eggs, and then we do the whole rough Moltoni thing, and we have a great time. So I think that's fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and get an unexpected tie in the forest, which is very nice because yeah, we were sort of close in the grasslands. Maybe we could have got a tie there as well. But we got a tie in the forest, which I definitely wasn't expecting. So we'll take it for a few extra points. And yeah, lay eggs, 1 final time. Throw the rat. Use the ibis, use the blackbird. 3 cards, cycle on the rough, play with the Moltoni, end with no cards, ends with no food. Pretty much dream scenario there for this kind of game. So yeah, we'll see what my opponent's going to do. I suspect they'll probably lay eggs. Indeed they do. And they use the seed, so they clearly got something to play. Might be Benelli, actually. We've not seen Benelli, so we might be both eagling late on here. But okay, yeah, it's time to lay eggs. Make sure we do have space where we can on these ground nest birds. It's not possible in all cases, but so be it. Actually, let's just put one there because we can. We can skip you because we don't need any more. Oh, actually, hang on just a hot second. We could take a nectar here. I should really think about these things more thoroughly. We could take a nectar here. We can actually spend 1 nectar on the Eastern Imperial Eagle. It costs us an egg. It costs us a tuck. But we get the extra points on the nectar. And actually, maybe it doesn't cost us a tuck because we can then actually use the ibis to its full effect. So I think this is worth 2 points because yeah, we can now actually tuck this bird. We got the tree creeper last time. Let's use this ibis like twice and got tree creeper both times. What are the chances? So I think we tuck here, and then we tuck here. So yeah, actually, glad I thought of that. Nearly missed a couple of points. Oh no, because now we're going to miss the rough tuck. Well, all right. Look, you can't big brain everything. You can't big brain everything. I think that was still worth a point, so I'll take it. We'll take our 2 tucks here. Let's take Raven and Galar again for the flex because we can. Play Eastern Imperial Eagle. 2 cards and 1 nectar. Yeah, matters very little. Where we take the eggs off. End of round goal wins. So we split across the 4 and into the yellow. So Magpie like for them. We'll see what goes down. Could well be a Benelli play. But they do have some extra food, so we'll see. But yeah, we got this Malafal. So what are we gonna get? 4 eggs? 4 eggs in total. I think that's fine. I think that's pretty good. 2 from the Omnivore and 4 eggs. 8-point bird. I think you take that. So certainly not a bad one to get down. But we'll see. See what they're going to play. Definitely curious. What's gone down? Nothing. Okay. I think that might be maybe a little bit of a miscount. Either in terms of food or eggs or whatever it may be. We will not worry. We will take our Malafal eggs with great delight, and we will take these 2 ties, which I'd almost given up on the nectar because my opponent had so much of it. We managed to sneak a couple of ties with a little bit of thinking in the end game. Demolished in the wetlands, but not much we could do. With that, and we come here into the final score. So I think this should be a win. I'm sounding quite cautious, but we did get some good birds down and decent on the bonus cards. 14 off that Omnivore, always strong. As I said, end round goals were a split. Eggs was pretty close. Food on cards, don't think too many. Tuck cards, I think with the rough we should be coming out ahead here. And so even with a little bit of loss on the nectar, we're going to hold on for the win. 130, the final score, up against 92. So yeah, pretty happy with how that game went. I think there were maybe a few things that we could have done differently. Definitely some interesting management of the end of round goals. Definitely some interesting management of the nectar late on to try and squeeze out some points there. But yeah, Omnivore, what a strong bonus card, 14 points there. Let's take a look at my opponent's board one final time. Bird counter for 6. Very, very strong. And yeah, do wonder if Snow Ale was maybe the plan in that grasses, but just didn't have food for that in the end. But Ribel as well, so potentially some interesting plays, but the grasses was good, so no blame for using that to their advantage. I think likewise for us. Good grasslands. And Moltoni's, of course, always a nice teal power to have in this game. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed watching that one. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you want to see more games from Major League Wingspan, you can hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified for every single game that I post on this channel. And I hope to see you in one of those very, very soon.